Friends, welcome to IAS Academy, Hyderabad. Today's topic is time and distance. Very important topic in the part of quantitative aptitude, or you can say CSAT paper 2 of UPSC Civil Services Examination paper 2. That's nothing but our IAS prelims. So topic is time and distance, my friends. Before starting that, I'll give you the complete information on this. Total structure. So the formulae and how it will be, of course, applicable. Number of shortcuts I'll give you today. So before starting the topic, your questions are like this, my youngsters. Just follow this and observe all these things. You'll get very wonderful clarity on this. So time and distance, we have three variables in this topic. That's, distance. One is called as, what is my dear? Distance. You can say D. The next one is speed. Of course, you can say S or SP. And the other one is time. You can say that T beta. So example, you have a bike and you are just maintaining that speed, in fact, on bike. Imagine that some 75 kilometers per hour. Your car speed is this much and you're going with a speed of 75 kilometers and you have traveled for 2 hours, Baba. How much of distance did you cover? Of course, you have covered in this 2 hours of time with this speed. So how many kilometers of journey traveled by you? That is called as, in a kilometers per hour indicates in every 1 hour, you will travel 75 kilometers of journey. So 2 hours implies 2 into 75, 150 kilometers. Therefore, this part will be like that. Distance is equal to speed into time beta. Point is what? 75 into 2. It's exactly 150 kilometers. Therefore, what distance is now? You say D. Speed, of course, I can take S and time is C. The three variables. Distance is equal to, my dear, speed into time. We have to write the formula. Distance is equal to what? SP into T. So what you can find out speed? That's exactly distance by time. In same fashion, time is equal to same distance by speed. This is a basic fundamental. And in this topic, of course, the measurements, or you can say the units, right? Units are very important. It plays a crucial role. In fact, example, your speed is 72 kilometers per hour beta. And I want to know this in how many meters per second. In second, in a time of 1 second, how many meters you are traveling. If the speed is 72 kilometers per hour, convert this into meter per second. Then what to do, sir? That's point is, my dear. From kmph to meter per second, we have to multiply this with exactly 5 by 18. That I am doing that. 72 into 5 by 18. This is called as 18 ones are, 18 fours are better. This 5 as it is, of course, it's 5 only. 4 into 5, you can say that 4 5s are 20 meter per second. Implies what is that, sir? From kilometers per hour to meter per second, in this conversion, we have to multiply that expression with 5 by 18. Of course, the reason also there, because kilometers to meters is exactly into 1000. From hours to seconds is what? 3600 seconds. By that you can get also, by doing calculation also, you can get it. But better to remember, like a note it is, conversion from some kilometers per hour. Imagine x kmph is equal to dash meter per second. That is nothing but x into 5 by 18 meter per second beta. So now, generally what you can consider, imagine 18 kmph is there. What's the meaning of that? It is exactly 5 meter per second. The double of that, 36 kmph is it, 5 2s are 10 meter per second. In same fashion, if it is 54 kilometers per hour, it's 15 meter per second. And if you take 72 kilometers per hour, it's nothing but 20 meter per second. This is a way of doing. Better remember all these things. By that, you can simply convert immediately without wasting your time. So kilometers per hour to meter per second is 5 by 18. If it is x meter per second and convert this to kilometers per hour, same reverse of that, that is called as x into 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. These are the basic things. Of course, we had so many shortcuts while doing the problem. I will tell you that one. So start with a very basic question. The first question here, observe that one. What is the question here, beta? Find the time taken to cover a distance of 124 kilometers by a train moving at 40 kilometers per hour. See, point in the case what he mentioned. He's asking automatically the time is, of course, in hours. No need of conversion to seconds or something like that here. So therefore, what do you call here? 120 kilometers. That is called as distance mentioned here is 124 kilometers beta. The speed is, of course, we have 40 kilometers per hour. Obviously, I think the formula which I mentioned is, my target is what is in this case? Yes, find the time. So time is equal to what to consider? distance by speed. The distance is now in this case is 124. By what you can write beta? It's 40. Better do one thing. 4 tens are and 4 3 2 times. 32 by 10 hours. Right? Because of 4 ones are 31 by 4 exactly. Because 4 tens are 4, yeah, 31 by 10 is nothing but 3.1 hours. This is the answer we have in option C beta. Third option is right answer because the formula is time is equal to what is it? Distance by speed. Then go to second question here. Find the distance covered by a car moving at 20 meter per second. This is in meter per second, time in hours. So this is very important point is that units. I have to convert this to what you can say kmph because target is in distance, of course, our target is distance and that is in kilometers. That's the reason now we have here speed mentioned better 20 meter per second, or you can write the same at m by s also. Converting to kmph is, I told you already, it's 18 by 5 kilometers per hour, my dear. 18 5 ones are 5 fours are implies 72 kilometers per hour. I told you that one because of what 20 meter per second. In reverse also you can get, just I mentioned here, 20 meter per second reverse is 72, 15 meter per second reverse is 54, like that. That also, anyhow, now 72 kilometers per hour is the speed beta. He mentioned the time is equal here. This is a speed bulb. Time is equal to, of course, we have 3 hours. Therefore, distance is equal to speed into time. My dear, the time is how much here? It's 72. Automatically into 3 beta. 3 2s are 6, 3 7s are 20. So 216 kilometers. That's, of course, we have an option A beta. Then this is style. Go to third question. By, of course, doing all these questions, definitely you will attempt minimum questions on examination. I'll try to give you maximum models. So many models are there, no doubt. I'll give the full-fledged coaching, of course, full number of questions will give in your class room program. You join our online program, of course, otherwise offline coaching for any of your choice. It's PCM, individual modules, of course, we have that is same. CSAT module is there, economy module is there, right? Indian history module also there, of course, geography module is there, and Indian polity module, any of the thing of your choice. This is what you call prelims cum mains batch. And of course, you know that our other program is CLAT, CLAT 2028 admissions are going on now. Just of course, suggest of any of very beautifully we have designed this CLAT also better. The mantra for two, one is IAS at the same time, the other is for law entrance exam. So now point here, a train travels at 90 kilometers per hour. How many meters? Point is in meters, please. Will it travel in 15 minutes? Do one thing first of all. Now find kilometers, then we have to convert into meters beta. Then what is the point? Travels speed is equal to 90 kilometers per hour. The time is equal to, of course, we have 15 minutes. So this have to convert to hours. 15 meters by 60 hours implies 15 ones are. So time is equal now 1 by 4 hours. Therefore, distance is equal to, I have to say, speed into time is the concept. The speed value, it's exactly how much, my dear? 90. Time is how much it is? 1 by 4. It is exactly, okay, 2 2s are 245 times. 45 by 2 kilometers called as 22.5 kilometers, my dear. So if you want to convert it to meters, generally, you know, the point is what? 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. So if you do into 1000, what happens? Point comes left side and 2 zeros. Therefore, 22500. That is what you call 22,500 meters. The exactly right answer better. 22,500 in option B, Baba. That's a third is B answer. Then go to fourth question. Express a speed of 20 meter per second in kmph. Just I mentioned already there, because even you can write directly also, but practically to do the problem from meter per second to kilometers per hour. If you want dash meter per second to, otherwise x meter per second to dash kmph implies what? X into how much you say? 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. The same thing here, 20 into, it is 18 by 5. So 18 by 5 is nothing but beta here. 5 ones are 5 fours are. What is the value here? 18 fours are 72 kilometers per hour. That's we have in option A beta. Then same, go to question number 5, Baba. Yes, very important. Now the real story starts here, because the number of questions I'm going to cover here that in a specific shortcut methods also, please. If a student walks from his house to a school to his school, of course, at 5 kilometers per hour. Because of this speed, he reaches, of course, the school late by 30 minutes. 30 minutes better. Next time, however, if he walks with a speed of walks at 6 kmph, he is still late by 5 minutes. Understand, the gap is now, you say, that is 25 minutes. How it is, I'll tell you. He is late by 5 minutes. Find the distance of his school from the house. Imagine that. I'll just do one thing here. In this case, beta, this is what you call house to school. Feel so that this is the house to, he's going from house to school, beta. While going from house to school, his speed was 5 kilometers per hour. Because of this speed, he was late by 30 minutes. Next time, what he did in this case is what? He raised the speed, he increased to what? 6 kilometers per hour. And though, again, even after increasing the speed for this is 6 kmph also, he was still late by beta exactly 5 minutes. I'll explain this point. Imagine that you have to attend the class, our UPSC Prelims mains batch, evening 5 o'clock, feels so better. Online classes, that is, you are joining, of course, simply a CLAT also there, that's at 6 o'clock in the evening. So you just what actually, you have to join by 6 o'clock, but because of journey, right, and you have to attend the offline class, in place naturally in Hyderabad, very tough and heavy traffic. So you reaches the office by institution by 6:30 p.m. Next day, what you did, you just came with this the 6 kmph. Though at the place of 6 p.m., you have reached the place by 5 minutes late, means 6:05. So the gap is what? 25 minutes is the gap beta, because he's asking that find the distance of his school from the house. This the gap we have to find out. That's a fundamental point. How to do it, sir? Major thing, my dear, in this case is distance is the target. Generally, what do you say that general distance, how can you get speed into time? But in this case is what different case. So I have to divide the problem into different way. So first distance is this and speed is this. First distance, second is that same distance is no way, it's same distance. Point is that problem is simply difference in time. I have to find out some type of, I want to find out some base for this. So that is called as, the clue here is the difference between the first time and second time is equal to 25 minutes beta. I mentioned already, instead of 6 o'clock, you have reached by 6:30. Automatically 6:30 is that by, of course, you have to reach by 6, but you came by 6:05 means 6:30 and 6:05. Difference is 25 minutes. This is an hours implies by 60 hours. Now you can make it. Beta, I think you know formula for time is equal to what I have to write? Distance by speed. You mentioned distance is x. First case is 5. That is t1. And you can say t2 also same beta. Distance by speed. It's how much? X by 6. Now you can write that. So time is equal to x by 5 minus of x by 6 is equal to, even 25 by 60 if you want to keep as it is not a problem. And we'll do that. Later of simplification of this will be in the next part. So LCM is 5, 6 and 30 I can take here beta. Even you take 5, 6 LCM in this style also. So 5 how many times is 30? 6 times. It is 6x. Minus of 6 5s are, it's 5x is equal to, baba, it is 25 by 60. 31s are and 32 times beta. So x is equal to, what is that, sir? 6x minus of 5x is x is equal to 25 by 2 kilometers, called as 12.5 kilometers. Yes, somewhere you can find the option that is 12.5 kilometers is the right answer beta. Now a beautiful shortcut is there for this problem. How to do it? See, I will just observe the point in this case is, I'll tell you the shortcut for this question, beta. Observe. This is what you call the shortcut I am taking. Majority shortcuts, of course, we have in time and distance, my dear. The required distance called as RD I am taking. The distance which I need is called as my required distance RD is equal to first speed into second speed by difference of speeds S2 minus of S1 into difference in arrival of time. I have taken the simplified format of DAT, difference in arrival time, beta. First speed, of course, we have, it is exactly 5. Second speed is 6 by 6 minus of 5. Difference in time is, of course, we have 25 by 60 beta. 6 ones are and 6 tens are. 5 ones are, 5 twos are. The 6 minus 5 is obviously 1. Always this also same. 25 by 2 is equal to baba 12.5 kilometers. This is the answer. Hope you understood. A very beautiful shortcut. I just mentioned a number of shortcuts I'll cover. Of course, here, this is a way of doing better. Now come to the point. Go to question number 6 here. A student goes to his school from his house, walking at 4 kilometers per hour and reaches his school 10 minutes late. Next day, starting at the same time, he walks at 6 kilometers per hour and reaches his school 5 minutes early. How far is the school from the house? General method you can apply there, because this is T1 minus of T2 method only. T1 minus of T2 you can apply that, because first time is 10 minutes late. I told you have to come to the institute, you reach by 6 o'clock, but now you came 10 minutes late, 6:10. Next time 5 minutes early implies instead of 6 o'clock, he just reaches by 5:55. So the gap is what beta here? 15 minutes. That is exactly 15 minutes. So this is a way. So T1 minus of T2, general method I told you now. T1 minus of T2 is equal 15 by 60. Now application, distance is the same story. X by first speed, X by seconds, because distance is constant. It is 4. Reverse is, of course, next day is what? 6. So this is X by 4 minus of X by 6. 15 ones are 15 fours are. You can find that is 1 by 4. Method is the same. You can find and you will get the answer. The shortcut method which I have implemented previously, that I am doing that. S1 into S2 by S2 minus of S1 into difference in arrival of time. Difference in arrival time otherwise. So first speed beta here 4, second speed is 6 by 6 minus of 4, and difference in arrival time is, of course, we have 15 minutes, but that should be in hours. Reason is remaining things are, of course, in SI units. So this is what 15 ones are, 15 fours are beta. Beta, the 6 minus 4 is 2. 4 ones are this cancelled. It is 2. 2 threes are. So the required distance is how many kilometers are here is exactly 3 kilometers beta. That is the problem number 6 is, of course, 3 kilometers. Hope you understood. Then a very beautiful shortcut. Please focus on the shortcut this is. Then go to problem number 7th beta. Yeah, now the problems on trains. So there are some specifications regarding the trains, and I'll use this place, of course, the top of this place. Yeah. Now I'll do in this space for the rough work beta. Imagine that a man is, of course, there, or you can say a pole is there, a constant pole, you can say, or you can say standing man. Imagine that a man, or you can say milestone. You might be knowing that, right? Hyderabad is 140 kilometers, or you can say 1,400 kilometers, 400 kilometers, like that you can have. This is called milestone. A train just, of course, approaching this one. But now the question is, in the case of anything, we have to consider there's no length for this one. Stone you can take it, or you can say constant man you take it, or a pole. And how much of this pole is here beta? How much of time is taken by the train to cross the post, telegraph post, or you can say this is what you call here a pillar, or you can say a pole. How much of time it takes? So implies, my dear, time formula generally what is that? Distance by speed. But in this case, a constant man and a constant pole, or you can say stone, the train has to cross its own length. Therefore, that imagine that I told now, this is the engine of the train crossing like this, and it has to cross in place. The last compartment, you can say God's compartment, like that. It should be like this. Means it has to cross its own length. So the distance is considered as train length by train speed beta. If it is some platform or there, then you have to take the platform length and train length also. So that case here, a train, what is the length of the train is asking that. With the speed he mentioned beta. Speed is how much now? 72 kilometers per hour, but that is in meters. So what to convert immediately that? 72 into 5 by 18 stands for 20 meter per second is the speed of the train baba. And it is, of course, how much of time in this case to cross a telegraph post? It is exactly 11 seconds. I told you that a constant man, or you can say a pole, anything you take it. So it has to cross its own length. The time mentioned in this case is 11 seconds. So for that, nothing but distance is in this case better speed into time, right? So what's the story? In this case, train speed and time taken to this one. That's called distance is nothing but now train length. So train speed into the time taken to cross it. Train speed is, of course, mentioned here 20. Time is, of course, we have 11. 11 twos are how much it is? 220 meters is the right answer for this is option A. So 7th question completed in the time and distance. Then go to question number 8 beta. These are the one when it is about crossing a platform actually. So a train of 100 meters long passes a bridge. You can take a bridge, platform, or tunnel, anything, all will be same, my dear. So the case is here that how much of time it takes to cross the bridge of, yeah, in this case, of course, 100 meters train is there, but he's the certain length of the we have to find out the bridge length on the here. So certain length is there of the for the bridge. How much of what is the length of that bridge width? Time also mentioned here, beautiful. So example, this is a bridge. Imagine that bridge. So इसका length क्या है? This is what actually story. We have to find out the length of this particular thing. Bridge length I have to find out. But the train came here, and the train length is how much you mentioned, beta? Train length is, of course, we have 100 meters, and it's going with a speed of 72 kmph is nothing but how much I should ride? It is 20 meter per second. Then time taken to cross the bridge, chick like that it has come, and this is the space. So that means up to this indicates length of the bridge plus length of the train. So then it is crossed automatically. The time taken to cross this bridge is 25 seconds. Therefore, when this case is what distance is equal to, of course, no doubt the same is speed into time. But in this case, train length plus bridge length is equal to train speed into time. But train speed, of course, we have 20. The time to cross that is exactly 25 seconds. And train length mentioned here is 100 meters, but my target is bridge length. So the distance is nothing but TL plus BL, you have to remember. Therefore, the bridge length is equal to beta 25 twos are, it's exactly 500 meters minus of 100. The length of the bridge is now, you will say 400 meters, the right answer beta. That's option exactly C, please. 8th question also completed, my dear. Then, yeah, beta. Problem number 9th, of course, just once again here, focus on this. A train passes a pole in 15 seconds. Now, please observe that is how much of time it takes to cross a pole? 15 seconds. And to pass a platform of 100 meters long is 25 seconds. That means what? Time taken to cross the pole is 15 seconds, whereas in the case of platform is 25 seconds. Find the length of the train. That indicates he's asking what's the train length beta. But he gave us platform length. Platform length is, of course, we have 100 meters. And first case, to cross this pole is 15 seconds. Right. And I don't know that let the speed is equal to, imagine some S you can take or X you can take. Anything is okay. Speed is that. But distance, when it is crossing a platform, it has to cross its own length, that you know. Therefore, distance is equal to formula speed into time. In the case of pole, that is what's here. Distance is train length. I have just S into time is 15 seconds, my dear. That is called as TL. Now you can say 15 years better by using this. In the case of platform, it has to cross platform and train length, both the cases. Called as the distance is nothing but same speed into time. So therefore, platform length plus train length is equal to speed S, time is 25 seconds. But you know beta, TL is not, platform length is how much you mentioned here now? You can say that is exactly 100 meters. So this is what you call here. Platform is 100 plus train length is equal to S into 25. You can say to S 25 years otherwise. Therefore, now you simply plan this one, my dear. Come to the point. TL is nothing but 15 years. 100 plus 15 years is equal to 25 years. Therefore, 25s minus 15s is 100. Therefore, 10s is how much it is? 100. What's the speed now? Therefore, the particular speed is equal now 10 meter per second beta. When you got speed is equal to 10 meter per second, automatically apply this one. Therefore, train length is equal to 15 into 10 meter per second. 15 10s are 150 meters is the train length beta. This is what actually B option. A beautiful point in this case. Now 10th also a fantastic shortcut is there. Just observe this one. Problem in the 10th is a car completes a journey in 8 hours. It covers the half of the distance at 40 kmph and the remaining half is at 60 kilometers per hour. Find the total distance of the journey. But a beautiful point in this case I want to tell you. Imagine this. I want to divide that speed into two parts. But of course, the first part, imagine that. Imagine this is second part. So first half speed is, this is imagine X. Here also some X baba. Imagine this is the way. So now what is that? The speed is, of course, in this case is 60 kilometers per hour, and this case is what is it? 40 kilometers per hour beta. Clear na? Now, my target is distance. X plus x is total distance is, of course, we have 2x beta. This is the target. From here to here, we have to find out. For how much of time it is in this case is 8 hours. In this case is, what you can say? This is after total journey time called as T1 plus T2. Total time is 80 hours. But you know, time formula, distance by speed implies x by 60 plus x by 40 is 80 baba. So now you can say that even 240, or you can say that LCM is anything you can take here, right? 40 into, okay, you take 240 here. This is 64s are 4x, 4 6 are, that is 6x is 8, my dear. Implies 10x by 240 is equal to 8 beta. So what's the story, sir, here? Just cancellation of 0, 0 cancelled. 24 8s are, because logic is same now. X by 60 plus x by 40. 240 LCM, 64s are and 46 are. So obviously what 10x. So x is equal to how much beta? Therefore x is equal to what? 24 into 8. This is 3 4s are 12. 6 plus 1, 72 kilometers for the first half. Right? 72, not 8, no, I'm sorry. 8 means it will increase. 8 4s are 32, 3. 16 plus 3, 192 kilometers beta. So double of that is the answer here. So 2x is equal to 192 into 2, you can say that 384 kilometers. This general method. So now this is what my target. Shortcut I want to tell you in a nice manner. That's a beautiful point. Of course, required distance RD I am taking that. S1 into S2 by total, in this case is what? S1 plus S2 beta. Speeds total we have to take into the total time, whatever it may be here. First speed, of course, we have 40. Second speed is 60. 40 plus 60 is 100. Into total time is, of course, mentioned 80. This is called as 40 into 60 by 100 into 8 is our answer beta. Now double zero cancel here. 24 8s are, same thing you are going to get, that is 24 8s are directly. What's the value, please? 8 4s are 32, right? So it is one distance. If you want to multiply directly, 2 into is more better. Then multiply after 2 into S1 means you can do this one. 2 into directly better. Yeah, into 2 is more better. 2xy by x plus y into total time, the shortcut actually speaking. So for one distance I did now. For the whole distance now you can plan in this manner that 2 into S1 to S2 by S2, S1 plus S2 in total time. So this is 8 4s are 32, 3, 16. Yes, 30. Now into 2 also there. Now 192 into 2, the same thing here, 384 beta. This is a beautiful question, of course, a wonderful question, lengthier also, don't worry for that. Now, my dear, yeah, a car completes a certain journey in 10 hours. It covers the half of the same thing, same formula, you have to apply that. 11th question also. Find the total distance now. I'll apply direct formula now. 2 into S1 into S2 by S1 plus S2 into time beta. The total journey time is 21 hours now. Therefore, what? 2 into first speed 60, second speed 80, where 60 plus 80. Same thing you can say, that is automatically 140 is the total value. Time is how many hours it is? 21 beta. Then do the simplification. Automatically you can get the answer. Even if you want to do zero cancel, 7 3s are 7 2s are. These two cancelled beta. So now you can say that yes, 60 3s are 180 into 8. 80, 8 8s are 64, 6, 8 plus 6 is 14. So 1440 is the right answer. So this is a way of doing. Please try all these remaining questions here. We have 12th problem. Take the screenshot of this one. Try all these things. Number of questions are there. 13th question. Please try this at home. Now go to problem number 14th also better here. And you have 15th. Like that. We have 16th here. Take all these questions and try. Very nice questions. And if you don't find, please call me that. Otherwise, join our academy. I'll give all the solutions for these things better. Everything will be discussed. Have a great time. We'll come with another video. Just subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, join our online program or offline program. Whatever you want. You want to CLAT or you want to be an IAS officer. Anything, most welcome to Mantra Beta. Have a great time. Bye. God bless you.